Paul Ince demands more goals from Manchester United midfielder. Paul Ince thinks Scott McTominay needs to add more goals to his game after watching the Manchester United midfielder score a beautiful finish against Burnley at Old Trafford on Thursday night. McTominay found himself in the right place at the right time when Cristiano Ronaldo took a heavy touch at the edge of the box, before swinging his foot at the ball which lofted into the back of the net as United beat Burnley 3-1. McTominay was man of the match for his overall display, and it will go down as his best performance of the season. Hopefully he can build on that and we see even better in the coming months. I don't think even last year he was one of United's better players, Ince told DAZN, as quoted by the Metro. I think with Fred, because they're kind of playing two holding, you had Pogba, Fernandes, and he wasn't really allowed to venture forward, and that was always the problem for Ole, whether he played one holding with two forward, or vice versa. I think today you saw the experience of Matic, who has played there all his career and knows that holding position role, and that allows him to venture forward. You've got to do that as a Manchester United player. Scholesy did it, Keane did it, Robson did it. All these great players did it, and I think that's something that's always been missing from his game. People say he's still young, but he's 25-26 now. He should know what type of player he wants to be. If he can add goals like he did today, then he can be a very, very good play for United. Ralf Rangnick praises Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo's performances for Manchester United. Manchester United boss Ralf Rangnick has praised the contribution of his forwards in the team's win over Burnley. United won 3-1 after an excellent first-half display in which the team scored more than one first-half goal for the first time this season. Although Scott McTominay was the man of the match in the win, manager Ralf Rangnick praised the contribution of the team's front four. United lined up in a more traditional 4-4-2 than a 4-2-2-2, with Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood out wide, supporting strikers Edinson Cavani and Cristiano Ronaldo. Rangnick told Amazon Prime's live coverage, "It was important today to raise the energy level. Physically and energetically it was a good performance. I was pleased with the performance of our wingers. Jadon Sancho did well, especially after he scored. You could see it raised his confidence level, the same with Mason Greenwood. And Edinson Cavani, the work ethic was amazing. Together with Cristiano they did a good job, and as I said, overall it was a good performance. This was a strong performance from United which built around United's strengths, strikers Ronaldo and Cavani. Cavani was impressive without scoring, while Ronaldo netted the third goal and could have had at least one more. This is a system United can and may repeat, but it will be at the expense of Bruno Fernandes, who was suspended. If United repeat the 4-4-2, there is no obvious place for Fernandes, as he is not a winger, nor a striker. The only other option is to deploy him as a central midfielder. Cristiano Ronaldo pays tribute to Sir Alex Ferguson after Manchester United win. Cristiano Ronaldo scored in Manchester United's win over Burnley in front of a watching Sir Alex Ferguson. The Scot is now enjoying his retirement and is still a regular in attendance at Old Trafford, playing a key role in helping United to re-sign Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo netted United's third in the 3-1 win, and after the victory he posted a message on Instagram wishing his former manager a happy birthday, sharing a picture of the pair together from several years ago. Ronaldo and Sir Alex spent time together in a pre-Christmas feature for MUTV, and the Portuguese star spoke highly of his former gaffer. Ronaldo said, "It's difficult, you understand. Imagine you're an 18-year-old, you arrive from Sporting and you play with the stars, Giggs, Scholes, Keane, Solskjaer. I was a little bit nervous, but he helped me a lot by the communication. He called me sometimes to his office with the translator there, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is to tell me things to help me to grow up like a person, like a player, and since day one, everything that he told me did. So I appreciate that a lot. I always say that for me he's like a father for me in football." The United star is charging up the club's all-time top scorers chart since returning to the club, going from 18th on the list to 13th, and he still has plenty left in the tank at 36. Hopefully Sir Alex at 80 has a long future ahead too. Ralf Rangnick discusses Manchester United's January transfer plans. The winter transfer window has opened, but Manchester United interim manager Ralf Rangnick has warned fans that the club are not yet considering transfer targets. This month United will focus on outgoings in an attempt to trim down the squad. When you have players like Anthony Martial, Dean Henderson, Jesse Lingard and Donny van de Beek all looking for more football, there is going to come a time that some will just end up leaving the club. Like Lingard, Paul Pogba is now free to speak to overseas clubs as both players entered the final 6 months of their contracts. With so many players to think about, Rangnick told Sky Sports News that he is yet to discuss potential incomings at Old Trafford. "It's too early now," he said. "The current squad is big enough, with a lot of competition in the squad. To speak about future players coming into the club doesn't make sense at this stage when we have to find out which player is in which position, the best possible solution for every game. Right now for me, it doesn't make sense to think about future players. My full focus is on the current squad and to find for each game the best possible formation and lineup. It can be much harder to keep every player happy when the squad is so big. There's usually a few that don't get much of look in, and it may be a good time to squeeze some of those players out. This is always about man management, having a good relationship with the players," he added. "But also be aware that you're the one to take the decisions. Who is going to play, who will be substituted, who will be on the bench or possibility not even make it into the squad for the next game." Mark Lawrenson backs narrow victory for Manchester United over Wolves. Retired former-turned-BBC Sport football expert Mark Lawrenson has backed Manchester United to beat Wolves in the Premier League on Monday evening in the late kickoff. The Reds bounced back with a 3-1 win against Burnley after dropping 2 points on their travels to Newcastle. Ralf Rangnick's side need a win to ensure they keep the pressure on Arsenal, who currently occupy 4th position in the Premier League standings. Wolves are sat in 8 and 6 points behind the Reds. This has been Bruno Lage's first season in the Premier League, but they've struggled in front of goal after finding the net just 13 times in 18 league matches. Lawrenson predicts a 1-0 win for Manchester United. "Wolves don't score many, so I'm backing Manchester United here, but it is going to be very interesting to see what kind of performance we see from Ralf Rangnick's side," Lawrenson wrote in his column for the BBC. United were awful against Newcastle and, although they were much better against Burnley, their inconsistency is one of the things Rangnick has to tackle if they are going to make it into the top 4. United will need to be a lot better than they were against Newcastle when they play every team in the Premier League. It's time to get over that bridge and build on the 3-1 win over Burnley, which was far more convincing, as United remain unbeaten under Rangnick. Sevilla make offer to Manchester United for want-away forward. Sevilla want Anthony Martial on loan for the remainder of the season. There has been a lot written about Anthony Martial over the past month since his agent revealed his client's desire to leave Manchester United. Interim manager Ralf Rangnick confirmed that he held exit talks with the Frenchman this week, though the German made it clear that Martial would stay unless offers come in. Sky Sports now claim La Liga outfit Sevilla, who have been linked with a move for Martial, have made an offer to sign the forward on loan for the remainder of the season without an option or obligation to buy. The report adds that United are yet to respond to the Spanish club, with the winter transfer window set to open in the coming days. Rangnick recently said any deal must be right for the club.